Hello students. Today we have to study the next topic of our first chapter, limiting reagent. Please use earphones for better voice. Now let's see what limiting reagent is. In our last lecture, we have studied about the stoichiometric coefficients and stoichiometricity. Stoichiometric coefficients for a reaction are the multiplying factors that are used to balance a chemical reaction. As in this example, 2, 1 and 2 are the stoichiometric coefficients of these reagents respectively. When we have the reactants in the same ratio as that of the stoichiometric coefficients, these two are completely reacting with each other. Like in our experiment 1, we have taken 2 moles of H2 and 1 mole of O2, and they are reacting in this ratio 2:1. So they are completely reacting with each other to give you 2 moles of water according to the stoichiometric coefficient. 2 moles of H2 reacting with 1 mole of O2 giving 2 moles of H2. But what happens when we are taking the amount not in the same ratio as suggested by stoichiometric coefficient? Say in our next experiment, we have taken 2 moles of H2 but 2 moles of O2 instead of 1 mole. In that case, students, one of the reactant is finished first and second reactant remains unreacted into the container. The reactant or reagent that is finished first into the chemical reaction is known as limiting reagent. Let's see experiment 2 again. When you have taken 2 moles of H2, it has to react only with 1 mole of O2. But we have taken 2 into the container. So out of 2 moles of O2, 1 mole of O2 will get react. So how many moles of O2 are reacting with 2 moles of H2? Same as suggested by stoichiometric coefficient, 1 mole. And 1 mole of O2 remains unreacted into the container. It is present in excess amount. 2 moles of H2 are completely reacting. It is said to be limiting reagent. It is finished first into the container. That's why it is limiting reagent. Second reactant remains unreacted. So it is excess reagent. Now, what amount of H2O are formed in this case? Again, it is suggested by the stoichiometric coefficient. 2 moles of H2 will react with 1 mole of O2. It will give you 2 moles of H2O. The amount of product being formed is decided by the limiting reagent. It is because limiting reagent is completely reacting. It is not decided by the reagent taken in excess, because reagent taken in excess is not completely reacting into the container. Now student, let's see the question related with limiting reagent. Question is, calculate the amount of carbon dioxide that can be produced when 1 mole of carbon is burnt in air, 1 mole of carbon is burnt in 16 gram of dioxygen, 2 moles of carbon are burnt in 16 gram of dioxygen. To solve this question, first we have to write the balanced reaction. Carbon reacting with dioxygen means O2 to give CO2, carbon dioxide, and this is a balanced reaction. Stoichiometric coefficient of these reagents are 1, 1 and 1. It means 1 mole of carbon will react with 1 mole of oxygen to give 1 mole of CO2. Let's see the first part. In this case, 1 mole of carbon is burnt in air, means carbon taken is 1 mole. Air is not given, it means oxygen is there in excess. And you have to find out carbon dioxide. Case 1, carbon is 1 mole, oxygen or air not given, it means in excess, and we have to find out carbon dioxide. According to stoichiometric coefficient, 1 mole of carbon has to react with 1 mole of O2, but we have in excess to give 1 mole of CO2. It means carbon is limiting reagent and it is going to finish itself into the container and will give you 1 mole CO2. And 1 mole CO2 is equal to 44 gram. Molar mass of carbon dioxide is 44. So 1 mole equal to 44. So what would be the answer of first part? When 1 mole of carbon is burnt in air, your answer is 44 gram CO2 is formed. Now let's take the second case. 1 mole of carbon is burnt in 16 gram of dioxygen. This time oxygen amount is given 16 gram. And we know 16 gram oxygen means how many moles of oxygen? Moles are calculated by the formula given mass 16 gram upon the molar mass. Molar mass of dioxygen is 32. So it is half. Half mole of oxygen is taken. In second case, in case 2, we have taken 1 mole of carbon but only 0.5, it means half moles of O2. And we have to find out the amount of CO2 being formed. This time again check the stoichiometric coefficient 1:1, but taken amount is 1 ratio 0.5. It means O2 is the limiting reagent. O2 is the limiting reagent and carbon is present in excess. 0.5 moles of O2 will react with 0.5 mole of carbon according to stoichiometric coefficient. If 1 mole of O2 react, it requires 1 mole of carbon. 0.5 mole of O2 reacts, it requires 0.5 mole of carbon. So 0.5 mole of O2 is completely reacting, and out of 1 mole of carbon, 0.5 mole will react. 0.5 mole will remain unreacted. But what would be the amount of CO2 formed? It is decided from limiting reagent. If 1 mole of O2 is reacting, it gives 1 mole of CO2. If 0.5 mole of O2 are reacting, it will give you 0.5 mole of carbon dioxide. It means 22 gram. So what would be the answer of second part? When 1 mole of carbon is burnt in 16 gram of dioxygen, we get 22 gram of carbon dioxide. Now let's see the third and the last part. 2 moles of carbon are burnt in 16 gram of dioxygen. Again 16 gram of dioxygen means how many moles? 0.5. Half mole means 0.5 moles. But amount of carbon taken is 2 moles. Now we have taken the same amount of oxygen, but carbon is 2 moles and oxygen 0.5 mole. Again, like in the case 2, 0.5 mole of O2 requires only 0.5 mole according to stoichiometric coefficient. In third case also, 0.5 mole of O2 will require only 0.5 mole of carbon. So it is again the limiting reagent, and again 0.5 mole of O2 when reacting with 0.5 mole of carbon, it will give you 0.5 mole of CO2, hence 22 gram. In this case, 22 gram CO2 is formed. So, answer of third part is when 2 moles of carbon are burnt in 16 gram of dioxygen, 22 gram CO2 is formed.